Hi, my name is Emma Simmons, and I'm really excited to be working with you today to discuss how in the next 5 to 10 years we'll be able to implement new technologies into the hospitality industry. So, obviously, in today's modern world, technology is really evolving constantly. There are always new technologies coming out every day, it seems. So, it's really important that in the hospitality industry, we're staying up to date with these technologies and continuing to progress technologically by offering different amenities to the consumer. Whether people are traveling for business or for personal reasons, like family vacations, amenities are really important. Different things can offer different levels of convenience, and for many people, it's important to have a convenient stay when they're traveling. So, salespeople are able to advertise these amenities to prospective guests in different ways. So, many people have different motivations to use these different amenities, and people who are selling these can use this to their advantage in different ways to discuss these amenities for the consumer. For example, let's say somebody is traveling for a family vacation. It's really important for the salesperson to advertise the amenities of their hotel in a way that makes sense towards that consumer. So, for example, if you are going on your family trip, it might be important to discuss, well, in our rooms, we have things like rollaway beds and cribs for your young children. So, things like that are really important to consider when selling different technologies. Obviously, a rollaway bed is nothing new, but there are many different new technologies that I feel we will be able to implement in the next 5 to 10 years. So, moving to business travel, one of the major things that I think is important to consider for business travelers is the availability of a good event center and good amenities related to that. So, for example, if somebody is trying to travel for business and they want to rent out a center at the hotel so it's very convenient to the location, it's important to have modern technologies such as smart boards. I think these have been implemented in many hotels already, but continuing to make sure that that is common is very important. Additionally, having high-speed internet is crucial. That is also very commonplace these days, but again, continuing to progress with that is going to be very important in the next 5 to 10 years. As well as these two things that are definitely a little bit more commonplace these days, there are new technologies available every day. So, allowing people things like these in the hospitality industry for their business travel will be really, really important. So, whether you're traveling for business or for personal reasons, convenience is really key when you're traveling. So, that's why I think a great thing that would be able to be implemented in the next 5 to 10 years would be a check-in process that's a little bit smoother. I personally feel like I've had so many experiences in hotels where it just feels like it's taking forever to check in. You're exhausted, you've just gotten off a plane, you really just want to go to bed, but you're standing at the check-in desk waiting. And I think that being able to offer a mobile check-in would be able to combat this. So, for example, what I was thinking is, let's say you have the hotel app on your phone, you're able to pick your room, check in, and book everything in advance. That way you can check in early. Then when you get to the hotel, you'll be able to simply walk up to your room and use keyless entry on your phone to be able to get into the room. Also, allowing for payment on the app would reduce the waiting time for consumers and I think would allow for a lot more convenience. Again, whether this is for someone traveling for business who's come a long way and is really busy and has work to do, or for a family who is on vacation, they have young kids, and they just want to go to bed. So this would be really, really impactful on the reservation process, obviously. So a lot of times reservations happen over the phone or even face-to-face, but this would allow for a streamlined process and it would allow for less human-to-human contact, which could be a positive and a negative. For some people, that's just an extra step, but I think it would be important to also offer customer service at a front desk or something of the like, just to allow people to have that contact with someone else if they need help with anything. So offering this streamlined process would really kind of work with the latest trends in technology to our advantage. People these days are really just looking for everything to be streamlined. Everything should be in one place and everything should be very simple to use. So in this case, consumers would be able to book their room, check in, pay, and have any questions answered simply from their phone. And this would really make the process a lot easier for many people. Though this would be a really great solution, I think it is important to consider that we might need to have alternatives for some people. For example, older people might be less comfortable using technology, so it's important to have some traditional methods as well. So overall, I think it's really important to consider new technologies as we're moving forward in the hospitality industry, while still remembering the importance of certain things that are in place now. So having a front desk where you can check in and ask questions is great, and I think that that should definitely continue, but offering an online streamlined service would also be a great alternative for people who just need a little bit of a smoother, faster way to check in for whatever reason. Thank you so much for your time.